Okay, good evening. Last class, we have looked into the PowerPoint, and PowerPoint we have covered almost all the main features. So we have some of the components to be covered today. So I will share the last presentation. Okay, this is the last presentation we have covered, right? So up to now, we have created the presentation and we have adjusted whatever the components we have to insert, and we put the transition animation, and then we studied how to customize slide source, and then we last find the printing and how to convert into the JPG file or PDF file. All these things we covered, right? So today we are going to start this same presentation. I have to add some component to this presentation. Then we will create a new presentation which have only the photos, and we can create a photo album, and we can produce some sort of video, right? Okay. Here we studied how to insert header and footer for the presentation, right? So from the insert menu, we go to the header and footer. There we can type footer is available there. So we type something at the footer. Then it will come to all the slides. So we can decide whether all the slides or only one slide. So if you apply to all the slides, it will come at the bottom. Normally at the bottom, but it depends on the design we are applying. So according to the theme, it may be differ from sometimes in the bottom, sometimes in the top, sometimes in the side of your presentation, it may differ. But we call it as footer, right? But only the restriction is here we can put only the text. Let's say we need a logo to be displayed in all the slides. Can we do it through this one? No, we can't do it because here only the option is available to insert some text, right? So maybe this is in the footer. Even we don't have any option called header, right? Here we don't have. Then you may think why it's as mentioned as header and footer, right? So when you go to this side, notes and handout, there we have the header, right? So what is the difference? This one both here. Slides mean only for the slides. That means all the slides will have. Handouts mean last class we studied. If you want a handout, you can go to the print menu. There you can change it as what you're going to print here, right? Print all slides. Thereafter you get a slide, right? Then here what you're going to print, whether handout or a slide. So if it is a handout, let's say I'm going to get 2 slides per paper, then it's there. Now you can notice that inside the presentation, you have something, right? That is a header or footer of the slide. Let's say I will put this black and white here. Here you can notice that in the bottom, you have here number. Then again, here also you have the number, date, and the some text is there. This is each and every slide will have this one. In addition to this, you can notice that in your paper, right, printing paper, at the top you have the date and bottom you have the page number. This is the header and footer of the handout. Header and footer of the handout. These things are inside the box. These are the footer of the slide. So if you need anything text to be printed here, right, then we have to adjust it from the header and footer of the handouts. Where it is available? Here. Under the header and footer, insert header and footer. Then you have to go to the notes and handout. And now we don't have anything. right? Just we put it as the page number only, but automatically date also coming there, right? Let's say I'm going to put a header right here, CCA 15, right? In the footer, I'm going to put as a PowerPoint. IHR, right? Let's say no, not UOC IHR, right? So I put it like this. So then apply to all. That means all the pages from the handouts, right? Right. Now, when I go to file, then under the print, when you select it, the handout, you can notice that now my CCA 15 is coming at the left hand side of your page, and also in the bottom, same left hand of the side, you will get UOC IHR. So that is the one we are calling as header and footer of the handouts. So you can design whatever the way you want, right? Right. Again, sometimes you may need notes page. Here also, you have something called notes page. Here is this one, print layout, notes page. Here also the same header and footer, it will be applied. Right. So this is note page means you know that each and every slide we can have some notes for that slide. So if we want to print something, print the slide with the notes, then we can turn on this notes page. So here, for example, for this slide, I have included some notes. So with the notes, you can print it, right? Okay. For these two, right, if we need as I told you earlier, if I want to put some logo there, I don't have any facility, right? First thing. Second thing, let's say I want to put, I want to change the font to a certain font for all the slides, right? Or otherwise, if I want to put some images into not as the header, even for the all the slides, I need something. So those things we call it as master slide, right? So where we can get it from the view tab, you have the master views right here. There's a slide master, handout master, and note master. Let's say I'm going to the slide master, right? When you clicked on the slide master, your screen will be automatically changed, and you won't see this your slide, right? You won't see your slide. All the slides will be changed according to their template, right? That means here for the first slide, I have used some different design, and second to 10 maybe, right? So here I have used different style. So as you use the different style, each and every design will have around 12 or 15 slides. That means from the layout here, from the home tab, we got different layout. How many layouts are there? Lot of layouts is there, right? So according to this layout, for example, here you can notice from this style, I have 9 layouts. So I will get 9 slides. From next style, this is another style. From this style, I have more than 9 slides. Then again, the last one, third style. There also I have this type of layout. So these all the layouts will be displayed when you turn on this view master, right? Under the view slide master, if you click on slide master, your text will be gone, right? Your text will be hidden from you, and all the templates will come to your screen, right? Here I will click it there. Now you can notice that, right? Nothing is there, right? Nothing your text is there, but the some sort of design is there here. These are the templates, all are templates. When you go here, the next one, you can notice in your left hand side.
Yeah.
right? When you go to the left-hand side, you can notice that, right? Your slides will have, right, number. Here, first one, this is a number 1, right? So this is like a parent slide. So depend on this style only, all these same color, same style come up to this point. Again, number 2, second style. Then second style slides will depend on the first one. First one means, sorry, the second numbered one, right? That means this is the parent slide. All the other slides, you can notice some line is there, right? So all these things are child, right? So if you change anything from this slide, right? Something, if you put it there, it will automatically come to all these slides, right? So when you go down, you will notice another one, third one. In my presentation, I have 3 designs. So I will get 3 different layouts, right? Maybe if you have 1, you will get 1. If you have more than 3, you will get more than 3 style. So let's say here, for my first slide, I don't want like to put anything, right? For the second slide, here, from the second slide onward, I want to put a logo there, right? So after viewing this, after we coming to the slide master, thereafter you can do it as usual, right? Let's say if you want to insert image, you can insert. If you want to insert some text, you can insert picture, whatever thing you can do it. But now we are in some different layout, right? When you put it into this slide, it will automatically come to other slides also, right? For example, here I'm going to put it, right? Say I insert picture, then I'm going to get a logo. Let's say here, this logo, I'm going to put it, insert, right? So you can notice, as soon as I get that image here, all the slides will have the same logo, right? At the center, it will automatically display. So I can reduce it. I can adjust my size, and I can adjust the place, and I can adjust whatever the adjustment, I can do it, right? Here, let's say I have adjusted. So I put it somewhere here. Then again, I want to make it as a round shape. Here, then I want to make some color changes. Let's say easy to view it, right? So I put this one. Let's say I'll keep it here, right here. This is there. So now you can notice that the same applies to all the slides here. All the slides mean that the same design of the slide. So I need this one also. Then again, I can put it there. Here you can't edit. You can't edit anything, right? Where you can edit? You can edit with a number slide here. You put it here, right? And now you can adjust it. If you want, adjust it somewhere, right? So I need this the same going to be the next one. So I go into the next numbered slide here, third design. So here I'm going to insert it, picture. Let's say I'm going to put some other thing. Maybe, right? Maybe this one, right? I'm going to put this one, right? So this is another logo. I put it there, right? So I'll place it there. Now you can notice all your this design will have that logo. After you inserted this one, right? After you inserted this one, I'm going to close it from here. Here, close master view. Where it is? When you view the slide master, when you go to the slide master, you will get the normally you will get at the end of the slide, end of the tabs, you get a new one. But for the slide master, you will get at the beginning. Here you have the slide master. Before the home tab, you will get a slide. So you can go to the slide master, you can close it. Here, close master view. Now I have closed. Let's say what will the results there. Here my first slide, I don't have anything. Second slide, here this logo comes. Actually, I didn't put it here. I put it into the design. Now it's coming there. Right. When you go to down here, all the slides will have. but you can't edit it. Yeah, you can't edit it. You can't click it here because it's in the master view and we put it as a template, right? We put it as a template. So you can't change here. If you want to change anything, then again you have to go to view and slide master. And there you can change. Got it, students? Are you okay? Clear? No response.
Yes, clear.
Okay, you try it and you put it into some changes into the slide using the slide master. Then you will understand what will happen to your normal slide. So see, this is a way we can add an image which should be appeared in all the slides, right? So that is the easiest way. What about others? Only one student responded. Others? Because you must interactively participate. I don't know whether you are there or not. You can log on to the Zoom and you can keep on the computer. You can do your work. But the only things your interactive response will be the sign of you are in there, right? Right. So this is the way we are going to. So the same way we can apply for, let's say, I want to create a master, right? The handout, right? In my handout, I need my institution logo should be applied there. Normally, the institution masters are doing like that, no? Because they need their name to be popular. So they will put their name and the institute name, whatever it is there, they will put there. So if you want to make it that one, you can go to the slide handout master. There also, you will get a design like this. This one not depend on the design because their slide depend on the whatever the slide we are using, whatever the design we are using. So we got three different design, but handout is a common one, right? Not depend on the design. It is a common one, right? If you want to add something, you can add it here, right? So let's say here when I want to add, right? So I'm going to add the logo, right? So let's say here I add the logo. So this logo, I'm going to be put it here somewhere, right? But it should be in the transparent manner, right? Transparent, right? It's going to be transparent. So I can make it as how you can make it as transparent, right? You can click on some of the artistic effect. Here you have something, right? Wash out, right? So this is wash out, right? So here you will get even here you have to reduce it, right? So here something like this. So now I am going to the handout master and close it. Now let's say I am going to print it. Print. When you go to here handout, right? Handout. Here you can notice that, right? Here that part of the logo is displayed there, but it is your slides are on top of that one. So sometimes you won't get it like this. You can make it small. Then you will get somewhere wherever you want, right? So this is for example, I taught you how you can put a logo like a watermark, right? The same way, if you want some logo to be appear in the top, or you can put some address or anything institute name to address for the top or at the bottom, you can put it. Right? You can notice that even in the middle also you can use it. Normally you can't use this one, but if you go to the master view, right, handout master, here you can use anywhere, right? Anywhere you can use it, right? So if I make it something like this, right, then I can put it into the top. When I put it there somewhere, it will be displayed to your slide. Right? If sometimes you need a big gap in the top, you can adjust it. This box you can adjust. right? This is a box. You can adjust box, right? Right. Let's say I close it. Again, I'm going to the file, print, here. Now your logo is here, not under this way. Okay, that is a additional thing we couldn't cover it that day. So if your presentation, but actually that won't affect your presentation, right? Because that is a printout. Handout is something else. But earlier one, slide master, actually you need it. Here you put it there. Even under the slide master, when you go there, right? When you go to the slide master, here you can notice, for example, right? This one. If you change this is a click to edit master slide, master title style, right? Let's say if I click it there, right? I can change the font here from the home tab. You can now it's a 48 font sizes. So I'm going to change it. Right? Let's say I'm going to change it as some maybe okay 54. I put it, and the font also I'm going to change it as Arial black, right? So if I close it, right? If I close it, let's say what will here actually we don't have that layout, no, right? First layout we don't have it, right? So let's say here I'm going to change it as first layout, or I will get some slide as a with the first layout. This one. Here you can notice that, no? If I type something, what is the font and what is the size is there, right? Here Arial black 49 is there. So that is a style. I put it there, right? Where I put it in the master slide here, this one. From the home tab, or maybe 54, I don't know why it's coming there, right? But the font style is there, right? Same slide, right? So that is the way we can do your master slide. Right. Now we will save this file, and we will going to create a new file. We will add something to that slide. Then we will have how we can create. I hope I have covered all the things from these other areas. Even from the last class, we learned this hyperlink action button also we learned, no? Yeah.
Hyperlink we didn't study, sir.
We didn't study.
No.
One class I covered. Okay, we didn't do it, no? Right, okay, right. So, right, I'll do it. Okay, hyperlink, right? Say, let's say here, from this slide, when you click it there, right? So here, let's say this is my slide, right? From this one, I am going to one by one, here one by one when I go there, right? When you go to the next slide, it's automatically come to next slide. Automatically means if I click here, it's coming there, right? So then after introduction, I'll go to the Word slide. Then we go to the Excel. Then we are going to the PowerPoint. Then there's a web design or something we are going, right? So this is, we can't change this order. This order, let's say I want to go it, then after getting this screen, I want to directly go to the database management. Can I go?
No.
No. Now I can't go because it's in the order. After that, after this slide, it's going to be the introduction. Then it's going to be the Microsoft Word, then Excel, then PowerPoint, then only the web design. Even Access is not there, right? Let's say web designing, right? I want to explain the web designing. So I can't directly go there. So using this hyperlink and the action button, we can directly go there, right? In Word, we have studied hyperlink and action button. Is that so? We studied, no? Right. What is
Yeah.
the use of the hyperlink and the hyperlink? When we need to connect to a web page or an email address, we can put it.
Put it.
But when you are in the Word, it's automatically come. When you type some web address, it's automatically converted as a hyperlink. If you type some email address, it is also converted as a hyperlink. We learned that other way. Let's say you are putting that for more information, click here. Then
Yeah.
we have converted that click here, giving some link to other area. The same thing here also we can do it. Right, here also we can do it. Right, so for example, I'm going to put it here. Right, so let's say in my first slide, I'm going to put my website. Right, so www.ihra.cmb.ac.lk. When you type it, when you press the enter key or just the space bar key, it will automatically convert it as here hyperlink. Now what will happen? Rather than in the Word document, here when you have the normal view, you don't have any option here. Right? You don't have any option. When you right click, you can here open hyperlink, you have the option. But when you go to the slideshow, there you can click and go. Here, when you click it there, your web browser will start and your website will be loaded there. Right? Here, your website will be loaded. Right? In my screen, here you can notice that IHRA website is loading. Right? So this is the option. Here we have the hyperlink option. Right? When you get the hyperlink, directly type there. Or you can type it here, right? So what we can type it, right? Visit right IHRA website, right? So under that, I am going to put a IHRA, highlight the IHRA, select the IHRA. Then I can go to now. I can go to the hyperlink. Earlier it was automatically came. Now I am going to link it, right? For this word, for visit the IHRA website, right? So this IHRA website, I am going to put a link. Then I can go to the insert hyperlink. Then now you can type it here www.ihra.cmb.ac.lk. This HTTP thing, you don't worry about, right? If you type a correct www, it automatically get the HTTP all the thing. You don't worry about that thing. Let's say click OK. Now here you don't get the address directly, but you can click and you can access it. The same way we did it in the Word also. Right? This is a normal usage of hyperlink, right? So nothing different from the Word, right? From the PowerPoint, we have another option, another usage of hyperlink. Let's say here, as I told you, when I click on the web designing here, it should go to my web designing slide. Then I can do it like this. Here, first thing I have to select it. Then I can go to the hyperlink. Here, after getting this dialog box, now you don't need to type it anything. You have to select in your left hand side. Here you have to select place in this document. When you click that place in this document, all your slides title will be coming there. Here, from first to 12. I have 12 slides. All the titles are here. Right? So I can select now web design. Here this slide going to be displayed in my screen. If I click it there. So click it OK. Now here also it's the same thing. Here you don't get anything. But when you are in the slideshow, right? When you are in the slideshow, right? After you get these things, title, you can directly click here. When you directly click it there, it go there. How can we go back? Now I came here. I would like to go back to the previous slide, right? One option, when you right click, you can go to the last view. But as far as when concerning the audience, you are right clicking here, no? Then you will get, they will get some menus here. It's not a good way. So what we can do is, we can put some icon here somewhere in the slide. Somewhere in the slide, we can put an icon. When you click there, it can be, we can direct it to our previous slide. That is also possible, right? So we will see how we can do that one, right? So for the moment, I'll go back by right click and last view. Here I came. So how I did it? Just you select it, right? Then you go to the insert, hyperlink. Then you have to select place in this document. Then you have to select the title of your slide, where you want to go. Then click OK. That's all, simple thing, right? Then it will be hyperlinked. Now I am going to the web designing slide. Here I need to put some icon, right? Some icon I want to put it. So when I click that icon, my presentation should display the last view, that content, right? All the syllabus should be displayed to me. So I can put something here, right? That means even you can, same way you can do it. When you go to the insert, you can go to the hyperlink, then you can select the insert of design. What we can do, what we are going to learn. That is a list of the topics, right? We can select it, right? So I am going to introduce a new thing here, right? Action button, right? Here you have the, under the insert, you have the action button, right? But it's not active. Why it's not active? Because it's depends on any of the objects should be there, even text or object or picture, whatever should be selected, then it will be active. For example, if I click this one, it is active, right? If I click this text, it is active. If I click it on the blank area, it won't be active. Under your shapes, insert shape, you have a separate section called at the bottom action button. Here you have the action button, right? Let's say I'm going to put it turn back to my last view slide. So I'm going to get return, right? This is button is called as return. So I'm going to put it as a small button called here return. You can drag your mouse and you can draw this icon, right? Because you can decide the size. After you drawing, when you drop your mouse button, it will display your dialog box. When you take off your hand from the mouse, it will display your action setting dialog box. Now I can select here the same thing. You can select the as we did for the hyperlink. Here also it's mentioning that hyperlink to the same work we are going to do, but in the different way, right? So here also I can click it here. Already now the last slide viewed is the option they have given, right? So as we click it here, return. So they have viewed, they have given a correct choice, right? If you click it there, then it will automatically go there. I click OK. Now I am going to the, which one? Where is that content? Right here, this one, right? From this slide, right? So after getting this all the list, I am clicking on web designing, and now I came to the web designing. After explaining all these things about the web designing and everything, if I click this icon, it will go back to that slide here. So this is the option there, going there and returning back, right? The proper understanding on then going to hyperlink, using the hyperlink, going to some other area and returning back, right? You have to understand the clearly, then it will be easy for your web designing lesson also. Even web designing also, the same technique we are using, we can go to other page using the hyperlink and they can come back, right? Here also that's the same thing, right? you can put a hyperlink there. Then you can put your return button here, right? So instead of this button, you can use whatever the icon, right? That is up to you, right? Even you can put a normal icon there, and you can use the action button there. Right? Let's say here also I'm going to put it again. I'll show you the next one, right? So for my spreadsheet, or let's say PowerPoint, I'm going to link it. So I selected this cell text. Then I am going to insert hyperlink. Under that, then normally it's come to this area, right? Existing file or web page. No, I'll change it to place in this document. Then I go to here. My titles are there. I would like to go to PowerPoint. So I can click it there. Then click OK. Now my PowerPoint, I have made hyperlink. Then I am going to the PowerPoint slide. This is my PowerPoint slide. Here I would like to insert a action button, right? So my action button, I'll increase some font, right? So action button, rather than putting action button, I am thinking that I can, because the audience, they don't need to anything, right? They don't need to know anything. So I can put something here, right? This image also I can link to that previous one, right? After showing all these things, when I click on this image, it will go back to my content. I can put it, right? How? Here you can go to the insert, right? You can go to the insert. Then you can go to the action button. Now you have to select. Earlier it's automatically came. Now, since you are doing for a normal image or normal text going to be converted as action text, right? Then you have to select. After clicking action, hyperlink to where? Last view, right? Last view. Click OK. Now I am going to my contents, right? This one. From here, when I click on this PowerPoint, it goes to the PowerPoint slide, right? Right. After explaining all these things, right? Audience doesn't know what will going to happen next. When I click on this image, it's come here, right? But sometimes it may be accidentally when you click it, it may come here. Also, I can put another image here, somewhere here, right? Contents or something, I can put it there. Then I can click it there. Let's say I'm going to remove this one, right? So right click and you can remove the hyperlink, remove, right? Now I'm going to insert a text box here, right? So go back to content, right? So here I put something, right? Wait, I'll type something here. I put it as content, right? So this one, I'm going to hyperlink it. You can do it. Not here, no? Right, I put in the PowerPoint, we have to use it, right? Here. Right. Under this PowerPoint, I would like to put that one, right? So I make it here, that text, right? So this text, I'll put it somewhere here. When I click on this content, it will go there, right? Right. So how can I put it there? I can go to the insert, then go to the hyperlink. Any help? Right. Action. Then I can select the hyperlink. Here also I can go to the last view. Even without selecting last view, you can particularly say that I am going to go into the particular slide. How it can be possible? here you can select slide. Then you will get all the slides here as we did earlier. Here also you will get all the title and you will get a preview, right? So here I need to go to this one. What we going to learn, right? This slide I needed. So I can click OK. Again, click OK. Now when you go to this slide, right? After explaining all these things, right? When you click on this content, it will go back to that slide. You notice that I don't want to be in this slide before going to that slide, because I have directly said that if I click that content, it should come to this slide. I can be anywhere, right? I can be anywhere before that one. If I click it here, this is the one available, right? Now, for the first one, web designing, I put it as last viewed one, right? So let's say what will happen when I click it here, where it goes, whether it's going to anywhere, because we don't have any last viewed one,
Yes.
so it won't go, right? Because we have not particularly said this slide, we said last viewed, but this time actually I don't have any last view. This is the first view I got it, so it won't go there, right? But instead of that, I put it here directly, that particular slide. So then it doesn't need any last viewed slide, because I have put it as it should go to the 5th slide. So I can click it there, then it will come there. You got it, student?
Yeah.
Okay, then save this document, right? Save this document, right? So I click it there, save, and I'm going to close this file. Then I can go to the file, then I will close it, right? Now I don't have any presentation in my screen. Now I'm going to create a new presentation. So I can click Control N. This is the easiest way. Or what you can do, you can go to the file, then new. Here you can get a blank presentation. Okay, right. Before going to the photo album, make sure you have some photos in your computer, right? That means pictures, right? Because we are going to only deal with the pictures. So we need some 10 or 15 images. Then we can add all these images at once to our presentation. Then we can create it. Earlier we learned each and every slide we created one by one manually, right? So if you need any images, we inserted the images manually one by one. Here we have the facility, especially for photo album, right? If you are going to get a photo album, we can directly say all the images into a folder, and we can show that folder. We can get all the images directly to the presentation, right? It's the easiest way, right? So for my easiness, right, whether I'll check whether I have that one, right? Here I don't have it. 14. Make sure some pictures are there, right? So while I'm also searching, you can also search your computer. You have any images, right? Then you put it into a single folder. It will be easy, right? If you have it here and there, you can get it, but it will be a little bit complicated, right? So if you have it in a all the images into a single file, single folder, it will be easy, right? Right. So I'm also don't have any images. So for your reference also, I'm going to search some images from the internet. So I'm going to the Google, right? So under Google, that you can select some pictures you can search and you can save it, right? For example, nature wallpapers or something, and put it there, right? So let's say I'm going to get this picture, right? Easiest way, you can right click it there. Maybe the quality is not there, or you can right click it, right? You can save image as. Is it visible? Yeah, is it visible now? Right. Okay. You can right click, right? You can right click the image. You can save image as. Then, for example, I am going to create a folder under your class folder CCA 15. So I click on new folder. So pictures. Right. Under the pictures, I am going to save it. This is my image 1. Right. I am right click on the next image and going to save as. All right. That is also JPG. That's going to be image 2. Right. Save. So likewise, if you have any JPG image, you can select it. You can save it. Right. So before saving, you have to make sure here JPG image is there. Right. Maybe some of the images doesn't have that format. Right. Because they have uploaded into some other format. JPG or PNG, it's normally we can view it in any of the software, right? So still we have some other format, but it won't be displayed on all the computer, all the applications, right? You save some images, right? If you don't have.
So how can I know it is a JPG or PNG?
When you right click on right click and save as, it will be showing here. Here save as type is mentioning that it is an automated image type. It will get it from the web, right?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. Now I saved around 10 pictures, right? So 10 pictures. I'm going to use these pictures to create a slideshow, right? So here now I am going to the new PowerPoint, right? Under the PowerPoint, we are going to create a new slide, right? So as I show you earlier, we will get a new presentation, right? New presentation. After you get the new presentation, now directly we are going to the insert, right? Insert menu. Then we go to the photo album. Under the photo album, you can notice that nothing is there. Only new photo album is available to you. So you can click on that new photo album, right? When you click it there, now you have a dialog box, photo album dialog box. First thing you have to do, insert pictures from file or disk. When you click there, it will ask you source, where your pictures are available. Right. Now in my computer, I have it in my desktop, right? Under the CCA 15 online folder, I have it as a picture folder, right? When I click it there, all my pictures are available to me, right? So you have to select whatever the pictures you want to add it. Sometimes you don't want to put all the pictures, right? So here you can select one by one, or you can just click. If you want to put all the things, you can put Control A. Or if it is here and there, you can press your Control key, then you can select it. You can press your Control key, CTRL key, then you can click on the images, whatever you want. Then you can select here and there. If you need all the things, you can select Control A with all images. Then I will insert it there. As soon as inserted, right, you will get all the names here, and also you will get a preview. Here you had the preview, right? Here names are there. Now you have the facility to some adjustment, right? For example, you can increase. Let's say when I click this image, here you can increase your brightness or decrease your brightness. Here that is all possible, right? And also you can rotate it, right? You can rotate it. That is also possible, right? Only a small options available. Then you have the option to rearrange it. Here order. Let's say this image going to be my first one, right? So I can move it. This name is not problem, right? So not a problem for us. That whatever the name we can, right? So here we can rearrange. Sometimes after you reviewing, you would like to remove it. This picture I don't want it to be in the album, so I can remove it. Right? All the things you can do it. Okay, right. Then here we have a insert new text, right? Don't use it now. We will come back later. Then we will have a look on that one. What will happen? Now, after you inserting this image, after arranging your order, right? Then if you click create, it will automatically create. But before creating, click on this create button. Let's have here album layout. Now it's available as fit to slide. That means the whole slide will be filled with your image. Right? There is no border, there is nothing is there. Whole slide will be your image, right? When I click it here, now I click it there, right? Then after another option is there here, theme. The frame shape is not available for this layout. When I put one picture, then it will be available here. You can notice that your preview, a border will be there, right? So that is the first one picture. If you put it this one, you don't get any border, full text, right? Full image, right? When you change it to this one, right? One picture, you will get a border. Then again, you can frame shape. There are different shapes. That means you have a rounded here. Here you can notice that compounded frame, black, right? Maybe the white one, right? You can do it whatever the way, right? So if you put the rectangle, then nothing is there, only the border is there, black color, the white color, right? So if it's a soft edge, here then there are so many options. Let's say I'm going to put it as a fit to slide, right? Full. The theme, actually there is a theme, but you don't need to select it here because you don't have a preview. Here these are the themes, but you can't imagine how it's going to be appear for my photos. So there is another way. After creating, we can get the theme, right? We will go that way, right? After selecting all these things, just I'm going to create it. Click create. I'm going to click it on create. When you click create, now you have here only the blank presentation one, blank slide, right? All your pictures will be put into this different slide. Then here, since we have inserted 10 images, it will automatically create 10 slides, right? Create here. Even I didn't select any background color or anything, it automatically appears here. All the images come to your slide. Not only the images, one heading also added. So altogether you have 11 slides. Heading you already put as photo album by Suresh. Where I get my name, because this presentation software, I put my name as Suresh, so it will automatically get it there. Maybe your computers may have by admin or something, your however install that software, maybe put some name, its name is there. You can click and delete and you can adjust. After you getting this design, if you don't like this design, here you have the option. Here, this is the design, automatically they apply. No, I don't want this color, then you can change it. Whatever the color, if you want, you can change it.
Sir, I can't see any slides, sir, on it.
Right. Sorry. Right. Because I already shared with you a blank presentation that is available there, no? Right. After creating that presentation, PowerPoint automatically create a new presentation. That presentation will look like this. Here, this one. Other students are not there, not in the class, right? Because you didn't ask anything, no. Other students are not bothered about what I am doing. You are doing whatever you want, right? So now you can see that this is the photo album created. Now it's visible now, right? Okay. Now you can notice. Now what you can do? Now when you go to the slideshow, right? It will look like normal one, right? Normal one by one. It's going, right? How it's going? I am clicking my mouse. Then this is not a way for our photo album. As we already learned, what you can do to automate the photo album, right? So I am going to change it as photo album, right? What we can do, right? Unforgettable, right? Memories, right? You put some name there, no, for your album or anything. Right. After putting this one, I am going to automate this one, right? When you go to the what you call slideshow, it would automatically appear each and every picture with the background music. That is the purpose I am going to do it, right? So here I am going to put some transition, right? So for my transition, this slide should be moved automatically. Then what you have to do? Here you have to change this mouse click to after. Mouse click to after, right? Then if you, this is needed for all the slides, right? All the slides. So first thing I am going to select some, I am going to remove this on mouse click. Then after how many seconds, right? So let's say I'm going to put it as 6 seconds, right? 6 seconds, automatically my slide should move to next one. Then apply to all. I didn't put any transition, just I change the time. Right now. Yes. Right. Now I'm going to the slideshow. Okay, this is my first slide. The second slide automatically it should come. Now it's coming, right? I didn't select any key or mouse, then it automatically comes. You can notice that, right? It's automatically coming. But we didn't put any animation there, but moving to each and every slide is okay now, right? For my presentation, it's okay, right? Up to the end of the slide, it will go one by one automatically, right? Right. So now I am going to change it to transition, right? So now my timing setting is okay. Only thing is I have to select some transition effect, which will be the, to make it Beautiful, right? So how can I do it? Right here, I can select one by one. Then I can select whatever the transition, right? First one, I put it something. Second one, I'm going to put something, right? Third one, something, whatever you want, you can put it there. This is a way, right? If you do it first before setting the time, you can't select this apply to all, right? You can't select this apply to all because when you get some transition here, then you select it as apply to all. The same transition will be selected to all the slides. That is not nice, no? So that's what I make it as. First, you have to set the time. Secondly, you select the transition effect, whatever effect you want. Right. I put it right. Right. Now all my slides are having transition effect also. Right. Now I am going to my slideshow again. Now you can notice that first slide came, the second slide automatically come to the right with some effects. Earlier it was not there. Only slide changes without any effect. Now the effect is there, right? Automation also there. What is then now lapses? What we have to do it again next? What you have to do it next? Now my slides is moving, right? Right. I am my moving style also. I said that. The next thing I have to add some music to this. Then my presentation is over, right? So in a 3 tasks you can do it. First one you have to select the photos. Then you have to add some. You have to set your automated timing. Then you have to add the transition. Then you can add the music and make it as background music. That's all. Thereafter, other things you have to save it. Right. Okay. I hope you can do it up to now. It's okay. Anyone having any problem? Right. Now I am going to insert the background music. So first thing I have to come to my first slide because my music should start from the beginning. So I'm going to the audio. Again, as we did last class, audio on my PC. Then I selected a music, right? I selected a music, right? Then right here, right? So I selected this music, right? Okay, I inserted. Okay, to test my music, I can click it there, right? So my music is okay. So I will put it somewhere here. After inserting the music, what I have to do? I have to click it as play in background. Then only it will be played in my background. So I will make it as play in background. Okay. Now I am going to my slideshow. Okay. Right. So you can notice that now your presentation look like a professional one. Right. So now you can save it. Right. I am going to save it as file. Save as. Right. So I'm going to just save it as same name with the unforgettable memories. Right. Save it. Right. Where I save file, save as under CCA 50, I'll save it as unforgettable memories. So let's say if you want to transfer it to someone, you want to share it someone, what is the format we are now using? I told you last class, we can save it as a, rather than presentation, we can save it as a show. Then if someone receive your this presentation, they don't want to go into the presentation and go to the slideshow. If you save it as a show, then it will automatically, when they are double clicking, your presentation will be played. So I can save it. Right. When you are saving, this sound is there, but you have to keep your sound with your presentation. No, then what you can do, because now presentation there, but your sound is within my folder. That's why it's displaying, right? So you have to make sure that your file also there, right? Otherwise, you will be lose the music, right? So as you are, if you are sending as a PowerPoint file, then you have to make sure that your sound also send with your presentation, right? So what you can do for that one, right? You can say maybe it's some save as option, whether it's available. No, it's not there, right? So still they have not included that facility, right? So here, no, normally when you are saving, your sound won't be attached to your file, right? So for example, let's say okay, you try it, right? You save it, right? For the experimental, I give it to you. You save it. After you saving your PowerPoint, just you delete your sound file, or you transfer your sound file to somewhere else, right? Cut and paste it to somewhere else. Then you try to play it. Whether check whether you can make it as a one file without the audio file can be able to play the music, right? You can check it. This is when you are dealing as a PowerPoint file. But at the end, you can create it as a video, right? How we can create it as a video. Now I told you two formats. One is presentation, second one show, PowerPoint show, right? Third option here you can go to the export. Under the export, you can click on the create video, right? Create video. Under create video, here you have the quality, right? Presentation quality or internet quality or low quality. Let's say I will put it as an internet quality. I'm going to share it to the internet, right? Don't worry about this recorded timing, narration, all these things, right? Here I can click it on now create video. When you click on create video, right, it will ask you a file name, right? It's going to save as a MP4 format, right? MP4 video file. When you click save, it will show you some progress on your status bar, right? You have to wait until it finishes, right? So I'm going to save it under the CCA folder, right? Save it. Here, creating video unforgettable memories.mp4. Then it will show you some progress. You have to wait until the progress is over to play your video file, right? After you finish this one, right, you can go to your folder, right? You can close your PowerPoint and everything, right? You can directly play the video file, right? Like a movie, right? Like a movie, you can now play it. Right? This is a simple way you can create a video, and even you can upload to the wherever, Photoshop, YouTube or Facebook, wherever you can upload it. Now it's gone, right? Your progress is over. And right, I have closed all PowerPoint. All PowerPoint I have closed. Now I am going to my folder, right? Desktop folder, right? So I am going to my desktop. Here I am going to the CCA 15. Here you have the file, right? Unforgettable memories. Here, what is the type? MB4. It's a big file, 140, right? 111 MB, 14 or the KB, because all the images, right, included into that file and created in a video file. Normally, video file have a big capacity, right? When you double click it, right here in my computer, I have the video player. I have the video player VLC. Now you can notice that under VLC player, it plays as a video, right? Maybe some of the animation and everything is maybe slight difference is there, but it's not easy to create that video in a professional way. But normally it's enough. Here, maybe through the internet, when I playing, it may have some different image like you can think, but in your normal computer, if you have all the required video capacity, it will be you can create a good good video, right? This is a way you can use your PowerPoint to some other purpose also, not only for the presentation. Even you can create any videos, right? Anything you would like to ask? That's all your PowerPoint, right? So we have already covered all the things. The same as if you want to protect your file with some password, already we did in the Word. Here you can go to the under the save as, you can go to the tools, and they can go to the you can go to the general option. You can give the password, right? If you would don't like to share with someone, you have to protect your presentation. You can put some password and you can keep it as security, right? That is already we learned under the Word. As I told you, some of the things are common for all the Microsoft applications. Right. Anything uncleared one in PowerPoint? You want to repeat it? Because we have to start the new session. PowerPoint, sorry, web designing, right? And web designing using the HTML, plain HTML. After that, we have to move to the HTML website creation using Dreamweaver application, right?